What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a little twist on what I guess would be like a normal ball review type deal. We got a couple of new ones today. First, we got this baby, the Ion Max.
Wow.
So we actually have a very similar, not the same, got a similar core to what is in the Ion Pro, but they added a puck. So what that does is basically boost the differential, meaning more hook. So this is like a Ion Pro on steroids. So it's going to be a little bit earlier, it's going to be smoother throughout, but on those tournament conditions, those heavier volumes of heavy volume patterns, this baby is going to be the first one out of the bag. It's going to do some damage to the oil. Next one we got, this is Mikey's, but where's the logo? There we go. A Sublime Focus. So Sublime, but with solid cover stock around it. So looking forward to this one. We're going to try to bowl, we're both going to bowl 2 games. We're going to bowl one with the Ion Max, and we're going to bowl one with the Sublime Focus. We are bowling on day 3 of the 2021 US Open. And it's, what'd you say, Mike, 46 feet?
No clue.
It's long, but they're
It'll come up on the screen.
Yeah, but they're curving. So we're gonna try to shoot for a combined 4-game total. So 2 for me, 2 for Mikey. We're gonna try to shoot at least 900. Or I think it's kind of a little bit low, but we also didn't throw a ton of strikes when we were warming up. So we'll see what happens. Ion Max is gonna be first game, and then we're gonna go to Sublime Focus. So see what happens. Alrighty, we're gonna start us off here. Like I said, this is a pretty long pattern, but they're curving a good amount, so. Okay. Like I said, long pattern. I also hadn't thrown a shot in a few minutes. Excuses begin. This is why I set it at 900, Mikey, not 950.
I forgot it's YouTube, not the PBA Tour. Hand into the names there. That'll be Christopher. And then your boy, Cletus Mike on the left.
I know where I stand. I know my role in this. 400 for 2. Let Mikey shoot 500 for 2. And we're good.
All right, where's my thumb?
Thumbs, what are those?
Ion Maximum. This is my 3rd actual shot with this ball. 1 didn't hit any pins. The second one threw the nastiest messenger I've ever seen in my life. So this shot will probably be somewhere in between those 2. In between those 2.
It hit pins.
If you guys can't tell, I haven't bowled one-handed in a while. Probably looks just as bad as it did before, but it doesn't feel great. Hook it at your spares, kids. All right.
It's huge.
So Ion Max, did they call the core Element Max? Do you know? That would make sense.
I don't know, but maybe like...
Since the first one was Element Pro.
I know sometimes they'll do like HD at the end, or like high diff. I don't know, maybe I just made that up.
Yeah.
Marketing team.
Again, the name will probably show up on the screen somewhere. The Ion Pro with more diff, NRG solid cover, more traction. Oh, it's better. Nope, just kidding.
Oh, baby.
I forgot you bowled on this lane for a little bit. It's starting to go a little bit.
We'll see if I can throw one less bad. Was less bad. Less bad.
Oh, yes.
All right. That's nice. That's nice. Mikey, you peep the layout I put on there?
Peep the layout? Let's peep the layout.
Let's peep the layout.
When it comes back. Whoop.
It's a little something special.
Something special, something a little unusual.
Yeah, a little something unusual.
Not your everyday 5x5 by 3.5.
No 5x5 by 3.
Where'd that come from?
You know, just a good old-fashioned proton physics layout. You know, that's really the last like high-end ball I've used, like in tournament competition, just because I just don't use high-end balls that much. They just, by the end of the first game, they're usually already burning up too much for me. So this is definitely a lot weaker layout. I was able to use that Proton a lot, and I'm hoping that this is going to be kind of that Proton-ish replacement. Obviously with the 2-year rule on the PBA Tour, you can no longer use the Proton. Sad, sad day. Hopefully this one takes its place. That was, I moved off of the like super high flush one, got it steeper, and it still picked up in red. That's huge.
Huge, we love it. All right, looks pretty normal, I guess, for normal people, but I'm not a normal people. 4.5 with a 5.5 mass, I think, 5 3/4 mass. Actually, scratch that, 4 1/4 by 5 3/4 by 2.5. So what I'm trying to accomplish there, not really sure.
You got the pad,
but
above bridge.
Yeah.
Good old pad layout.
Trying out some different layouts. Here we go, we're gonna move a couple, maybe jack the speed down a little bit, and throw it left.
This thing's too strong for that.
You know, can't even blame the ball for that one. All right, I was hoping not to have to throw it straight at the spare, but here we are. Hook.
Ooh. I think this might be the trickiest part of this challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't thrown one-handed shots in a long time. You think I've thrown spare shots?
No chance.
Hell no. Only time I bowl one-handed is to put videos out. Spare shots don't normally go with those. So I don't know why we're doing this challenge, but we're doing it.
Oh baby.
Get it, get out, get out, get out.
Oh baby.
Yeah, this pattern's some like 45, 46, 44 feet. It's ball curves. Do I go for 2 or do I go for them all? Go for them all.
It's YouTube, dude.
Go for them all. All right. Ah. It's all right.
Valiant effort, valiant effort. Not good when we're relying on me to throw strikes on YouTube. It's all right, I can do it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, do we have a nice little replacement for the Proton? This does feel a little earlier and a little rounder than what the Proton was. It is the same cover, right? Same cover.
Proton was NEX.
NEX, that's right, yeah. So,
this one is NRG.
NRG.
I don't know what that stands for. Nano Regenerative Generational Gangsta Solid Reactive.
The Nano Reactive Gangsta cover stock.
Sensational.
Bang. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Chris Fry, about to throw a big solid ace in.
I usually don't like bowling balls with white or this off-white eggshell, whatever you want to call it. But this one isn't like offensive, I guess is the right word. A lot of times with white bowling balls, I'm just like, yeah, nah, I'm good. You miss me with that. But this one, I don't know, it kind of, I guess, blends with the...
With the bright pink?
I think so. I mean, I think maybe Proton had some pink in it, but it was pink, purple, and black instead of white. So when I first saw it, I was like, we'll see, we'll see. The more I throw it, the more I like it.
All right, we're gonna take a jolly step to the left. Wasn't anticipating being this far left, but so be it.
This thing curves. Oh baby. Now we're on.
This is a ball that I would throw a lot. I thoroughly enjoyed the big old slow ace-in balls.
Big gem guy.
Big gem guy. Not as quick in the front part of the lane as the gem. Although by watching this video, you probably couldn't tell, but trust me on that.
With me being able to throw a strike with it, it's not as quick in the front as the gem.
Yeah, so it gets down a little bit easier than the gem. but still has the big ASIM solid property, straightens out a lot in the middle. A little further right, kick the flat 10. Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
Okay, boys are cooking. Boys are cooking. See if we can keep this thing going here. And by the way, look at that. I threw a shot, what was that? 45 seconds ago? A minute and a half?
Oil be
whatever.
gone.
Oil be gone.
Wow.
Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, so spoiler alert, it's probably already out by now because that's the kind of the point of it. But I actually shot the video for this ball out at the Storm plant. And yeah, Chad was kind of explaining to me some of the different properties and that the cover stock, obviously the NRG, super strong, but it's got an extra little material in it that helps absorb the oil a little bit quicker. So when it's absorbing the oil a little bit quicker, not only, I mean, I wipe my bowling ball off before every shot, and you guys haven't seen me wipe one off yet, maybe with my hand one time, but haven't even really needed to because oil is just evaporating. So all that's telling me is it is picking it up off the lane onto the cover stock. Again, look, it has one little streak left. Thing is absorbing quickly and
staying dull.
And staying dull. That's
We like that.
That's the big thing with super strong bowling balls. The ability, sometimes they just kind of shine up real quick and they start losing that teeth that they have in the front part, the middle part of the lane. But like I said, you know, we're half a game in, more than half a game in, and we've thrown practice shots with them too, and hasn't lost really any surface. Ooh, the touch left, still kind of floated through there. It's nice and round. She nice.
Can we say this is going straight into the bag?
Straight into the bag, absolutely.
All right, where's my beverage? Getting serious now.
Sponsor us. Oh yeah.
4-bagger incoming.
There's just no way this doesn't strike.
All right, so for me, I'm also not wiping it off, but that's because I don't have a chamois. But no oil, look at that.
But if you need a chamois, you can come to TV Bowling Supply.
Get one in blue. Do we still have blue?
Yeah, we got blue, we got red, we got black.
We got black. Here we go. Whoa!
That is not ideal.
I'm just not quite as good as Chris at the current moment.
This is how far we are away from the pro shop. Legitimately 8 steps, and we're just not going to go get a chamois.
All right, here we go. Get over there.
Good effort, good effort.
I can still shoot 210. That's all right.
Got 210 available. Got 279 available.
No problemo, amigo. I've always been more of a second game kind of guy. Yeah, probably not the ball I would personally be throwing right now.
Yeah, especially on that lane, it's looking like bogging down a little bit too much, maybe a touch too strong.
Yeah.
So I think game 2 for you is going to be...
I think I'm going to turn it TF up, and I'm hooking at this. Give me that. All right. It's up to Christopher.
See if we can keep this train rolling.
If we could snag a 79 over game 1.
This would be huge. This would be huge.
Another one. Oh!
That had about 96 and a half more revolutions and was a half-mile-an-hour slower. Wow, did I demolish that at the bottom. That's on me, 100%. Goodness gracious. prayers up for this one.
Money.
That's what you call a bonus. Bonus. All right. Even though I absolutely demolished that one at the bottom, I'm still gonna move. Because why not? Again, yeah, oil, gone.
No oil.
Crazy. We're gonna move. Going 3.
How many inches left was that?
That was 3.
3 inches
About
left.
3.47, give or take, inches. Actually was a little left down lane as well, so kind of used the length of the pattern, kind of shoved it there, didn't get to the dry too quick.
And still had ample amounts of down lane motion.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, let's move here. A little more rotationals. Or just pray.
I think we got to be further left and more rotation.
Further left, more rotation. Here. Here. Give me that. All right.
Need that.
2 left, more rotation. 3 more messengers. Get me on out of this ball. Not because I don't like it. It's just not right for the situation. 4 1/4 inch pin. Probably not the play here, but make do with what we got.
Dang.
Yes. Yes. If I can manage to not give up any pins.
That's the thing though, like how far left are you? I know it's a longer pattern, but not massive amount
I'm this
of
far
volume,
left.
but pretty far left. And this ball's still trucking.
We are finally getting enough oil through the front and the middle part of the lane with this ball, both he and I, to where it's looking sensational. Whoa, bad shot. Good result.
Dang.
You know, when you're just in the right part of the lane, you get enough oil for this monster of a ball, Ion Max. Things like that happen.
Maximum potential.
Probably should have practiced a little more, so I got lined up a little sooner, but we let bygones be bygones.
We're trying to shoot multiple videos today, so trying to be efficient.
Yep. Nope, 195. That's not bad. I'm just grooving them in for the Sublime focus.
Grooving them in.
As in, I have no clue where I'm gonna stand.
Same. See what we can do here. Curve.
Go. Huge. Enormous.
A little miss at the bottom, just a little more forward than I would have liked.
That's enormous.
Still did the job. Still did the job.
At least 240, at max 250.
Things you love to see. Just give it a second, let it soak in the oil. And we're good. Same shot.
Oh.
Same, literally exact shot. Missed it to perfection. Let's go.
Put some butter on that sweet roll.
I mean, who would have guessed me shooting 250 on YouTube?
You finally have your ball.
Yeah. It's this layout, man.
It's a pink bowling ball with that layout.
I'm about to go drill 5 more bowling balls, the same layout. Let's go. All right. Now we're just looking for bonus points here.
Oof.
Can I throw this one for game 2 too?
Is
that in the rules?
If you want. We don't have any rules, but.
There are no rules. First rule, there are no rules.
All right. Recap after game 1. Bad YT bowler, 256 points. Cletus Mike with 195. That puts us at 51 in the positive. We are 1 pin ahead of pace.
That's what I'm saying. See, you thought I was crazy with that number. They ain't so easy.
I'll be honest, I thought I was gonna be a little better. I'm not, so 900, great line.
Yeah, if you're telling me 900 and I would have shot 256, I would have said, let's just quit after the first game because it's already a lock. But now, we got some work to do. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna start us off with the Sublime Focus. I think this is a ball that both he and I are pretty excited to throw. I mean, I'm not going to be throwing it because I don't bowl, but just in the grand scheme of things, same core numbers as the Optimum Idol. So you got 247056. The cover, should have read the box. I don't really know what it is, but I think it's a pretty strong one. So you might think, why do they have two balls with the same core numbers? Well, the difference is in the core shape. With this one, your thumb hole, if you have a thumb hole, typically is not penetrating the core, so your core numbers stay a little more true in this one than in a ball like the Optimum Idol. What does that mean? You're probably not gonna increase the flare as much on this one, especially when you go pin up like this. So it's just probably gonna be a little bit more mild through the middle part of the lane, maybe a little more continuous because it's retaining a little bit more.
What I'm hearing is control.
Control, this one's got a little more control. I've got no control over where I'm throwing the ball currently, so.
But it's all right, the ball has
hopefully
control.
This ball does. I'll move this much left of where I was throwing this ball earlier, and we'll see if it works.
Ooh.
It just ain't YouTube if I'm not 9-pinning. But as you guys can see, a lot of continuation for how strong this ball is, and that's because you're getting a little more stability along with that higher flare. This is a little bit of a weaker layout for me as well. This is 5 1/4 with a 3 1/4 buffer. So the 3 1/4 buffer, not obviously not pinned down, but 3 1/4. It's, you know, for a lot of people, that's going to be like in the fingers, kind of hit the fingers. But my PAP is quite high up because I spin it now because I'm kind of in my house bowler era.
YouTube bowler.
I'm in my YouTube bowler era. So a much milder pin buffer is gonna give me a little more smoothness at the transition. Alrighty, so am I taking one frame and then you two, or is it me two?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna put the pressure on you.
What about your Sublime Focus?
My Sublime Focus,
The Huge?
not quite.
Not the Huge.
Not quite. So 5, the Huge.
The Huge.
4 1/2, 2.
2.
Yeah. So what I was told before I drilled this ball, again, like I said, I was out at the plant shooting the Ion Max. This ball was out there. Didn't throw it, but this ball was out there, and I was told this thing, for what it is a beast. So I didn't want to drill it too strong, over flare, kind of just puke and not really be super usable. So a little shorter pin to center of gravity, or center of grip, I'm sorry. And yeah, so I just wanted to feel like kind of open up the window of usage a bit more. Didn't want to have it just bleh. So touch weaker layout than normal. Just maybe I was just feeling like weak layouts.
Maybe.
When I was laying these bowling balls out, but I'm actually going to stand in the same spot, maybe a touch slower, see what it does. Huge. You hear it hit the label? That's kind of sick. Sounds like it's really revving. Yeah, so same shot, or same spot, standing wise, just a little bit softer. It floats through there just a touch more. It's gonna have a little bit more down lane than an Ion Max, not than a lot of other bowling balls, but it's gonna, yeah, just have a little bit more continuation than the Ion Max here. So let's just do that again. Oh, hook.
Hook. And it, gosh, almost.
See, that's where that same miss I just had with the Ion Max, just a little quick off the hand, a little forward, and that one just didn't see the middle quite as well, got behind it, and 10 pin. So for me, honestly, I know Mikey said he would probably get out of it. I'd probably still stick with the Ion Max for at least half a game. I mean, mine was shaping real well, so. But it's not the nature of this video.
Yay.
I get 2 points for hitting it twice.
2 points. Boop, boop.
I get
a 9-2.
I have 21 in the first. That'd be nice.
I mean, I'd give it to you. All right, I'm gonna let you talk about how this ball compares to Phase 2. You're a big Phase 2 guy. I'm more of an idle guy. This, like I was talking about the previous time I was on this side of the camera, like I said, just feels a little bit more control-y. kind of through the middle part of the lane, and maybe a little more continuation because of that slightly lower after drilling flare. Optimum idle, super strong in the middle part of the lane. That's why I like throwing it. It makes me feel like I can be real aggressive with my hand, and I'm gonna be able to tame the back end because it's so strong in the front and the middle. This one probably has a little more left ability because it does seem to keep on going a little bit better. So with that information, we're gonna go left. All right, the logical move off of a 9-pin is going like 3 left. So we're gonna do that.
Dang.
Yeah, I feel like I could stay in the same spot, like with an optimum idle, but it might be more of like a snap 10 motion from that spot. This one just seems to be going a little bit straighter through the front and the middle, and then have that nice, it's not like a quick arc, but it's a speedy arc.
It's like a gradual, like, you know, Max Verstappen going around a...
Yeah, it's like a high-speed corner.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do another one. So I'm actually now in the same exact spot I ended with the Ion Max. As you can see the difference for me, this one just gets down there a lot easier. Not really fighting it too much. Don't have to rotate it any extra.
Bang.
And I think we were both talking a few days ago when he was doing this for the first time. We feel like this is closer to like Aspect for all you global people, or even Optimus Solid for all you OG-ish Storm people. A little more of a control ball, one that you can keep in front of you, one that you know what it's gonna do. So we're excited for it. Like I said, I don't bowl anything, so I'm just excited for it in principle, but I'm sure Chris is gonna throw it a lot. And yeah, let's hear about how it feels a little different from the Phase 2.
So for me, obviously, like Mike said, big Phase 2 guy. Don't throw the idle that much because the same thing what Mikey said. It's a little too early for me. Phase 2's cleaner. To me, this feels like it fits right in the middle of them. I would say, like, if you were thinking about windows in which they hook in, I would say Optimum Idle would be the earliest. Sublime Focus would be a touch further, and Phase 2 would be a touch further. Now those windows, they're not 5 feet different. They may only be a foot different, but they are just enough to where it may suit your game a bit better to have this versus an Optimum Idle or a Phase 2. So, you know, a lot of people are like, why is there so many bowling balls in the same, you know, type of, you know, gap, right? You know, got the solid symmetrics in every single brand. Because they do different things. They have different strengths. They have, you know, windows in which they hook in. And I feel like this is the one that bridges the gap between Optimum and Phase 2. So, yeah, it definitely reminds me of Optimus Solid, which Mikey said. This was a really good one for me. Whoa. Try to be a little more aggressive with that one at the bottom, and I think I forgot the throwing it slower part and for this, so. Okay, that's all right, we got out of it. A-high core. Got the off hit, now I have a spare instead of a split.
Straight your spares, good bowler.
Yeah, I try. We're gonna try again. Should I move?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right, a little further left. A little slower. Get this thing to turn the corner.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, that felt nice.
Who says two-handers don't have touch?
That was nice.
Who says they don't have touch?
See, a little slower. Let it see the middle part of the lane. Continuation. Love that.
Yeah, it doesn't have like that that feeling like it wants to go forward really fast. It's just a nice progressive move.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like it's a nice gap filler in between Optimum Idle and Phase 2.
And then just for you people wondering, if you were wondering at all, Summit Ascent would definitely be the cleanest out of the three balls we've been talking about because of the cover stock. Like this and Optimum, I feel like are probably the same cover, and then Phase 2 is slightly weaker with that TX blend, and then Summit Ascent R2S. Everybody knows R2S. Gets down there. But here we go. Time for me to pull my weight. I'm over here, throwing it over there, knocking down those things.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy this ball.
Oh yeah. See, we knew you were coming.
It would break my heart to try and make a 6-ball arsenal and try and figure out, am I gonna bring this or the optimum idle? So that's why I don't bowl anymore. I don't have to make those kind of decisions. I can just endorse all of these balls while sitting behind the desk in a pro shop. And I don't have to decide which one's gonna be best for me because they both feel quite fantastic. Wow, that's left. Doesn't matter. Left, doesn't matter. Sublime focus. And, you know, I think I'm probably gonna reel off the back 11. What else should we talk about this ball? Should we just throw some strikes?
I think we just throw strikes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good point to bring up the Summit Ascent though, because the Summit Ascent was hot at our matchmaker. We sold a bunch of them, and so people don't feel like, oh man, I bought the Summit Ascent, should I have waited for this one? Different ball.
You could probably have them both in the same arsenal.
Yeah, especially if that's a shape that you like. This one would definitely be the stronger version of the Summit Ascent, and you can even do a little stronger layout, maybe a not quite as strong layout on the Summit Ascent to make the gap a touch bigger as well. So. AI core, baby. AI core getting the off hits.
It's just got what you need.
I mean, I don't need to say anything else.
Yeah, like I feel like, yeah, they do pay us to endorse these balls, but I think we genuinely, very much so.
And we don't have to, just watch.
Very much so.
Just watch.
Would throw this ball as much as we could.
Yeah. A little more rotation to get it to go through the pins a bit better. Come on. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I was bowling with this for the first time. Was that yesterday? No, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
2 days ago was the first time through these balls, and the Sublime Focus. I threw the first one, I was like, man, thing's pretty round, pretty slow. And then I kept throwing it, I looked at Mikey, I was like,
It's our ball.
oh boy. This one is like, this has got cold water written all over it. Like, next time I get to go bowl cold water, this thing is coming. Actually getting a locker, calling Rick, getting a locker at cold water.
Just leaving like one or two in there?
Yeah, putting this thing in there.
I feel like anytime we can get one of these balls strong, symmetric, solid, that we can keep moving left with, and like you're doing, throwing a little slower, giving it that nice sweet roll and it keeps going. That's a sign of a ball that a lot of, I would say, tour guys are probably gonna throw. A lot of tournament bowlers should probably throw.
What do you think about 2-ball combo?
2-ball combo.
Sublime Focus Optimum Idle Pearl.
I have it in my bag.
Right? Do we throw that on the field just because?
Maybe. We will cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay.
But
after we throw the
that
next
is a tantalizing prospect. Wow, that's awful.
Awfully good.
See, like, you guys can't call me like, oh, he's a professional. I technically don't have my card anymore, so I'm not a professional. Haven't been on the tour in a year and a half. So I'm kind of a hack, just like the rest of you guys. And this ball's doing that thing. Here we go, just stepping up, grabbing the ball, and just making sure I don't foul. And that's all you really need to do. Whoa, that hooked early. We've gotten into a part of the lane where he was a little bit of an early hook. Did I miss that one on the bottom? Absolutely not.
See, maybe we needed to keep throwing the not so good ones, at least in that part of the lane.
That was like a different kind of bad. That was the bad you just can't get away with, but we're gonna move the next time we're over here. We're gonna pray we pick this up. I don't know the last time I shot one of these one-handed, but here we go. Backup ball.
Bang! Like he never left.
The EJ special, little slider.
Little cutter. We are, don't want to speak too early, but looking good. We're looking good.
It's been worse.
We have had some worse performances on YouTube.
Quick scoreboard check.
Me in particular. Okay. That's got a hook. That makes it back?
Man.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, we're happy.
It's like in that spot of just forward enough.
Yeah,
but
I feel like this is a ball I could bowl an entire 16 block with, like on probably some sort of medium pattern, I would guess. It's round enough. I feel like I can be firm and a little more forward with it, play a little bit further to the right, control the lane, and obviously I'm now further left, getting it slower, getting around it a little bit more, and it's still striking. So, like this is going to be a ball I'm going to use a large amount on tour. Phase 2, ironically, didn't look fantastic on tour this year. It just seemed like it kind of wanted to miss the window a little bit. So I feel like if that were to happen again next year, I think we might be having some new patterns next year. So this one might be a good option to go to if that happens again.
Sensational.
Yeah, we like this one. I like this one a lot. Actually, maybe it was because I changed the pitches in my middle finger.
Did you?
You think that's what it is?
In the middle finger?
Yeah.
Could be the difference.
I'm 16th more reverse.
All right, we 310, so naturally we're gonna go like 5 left. Gear down a touch. Give it some time to hook. Didn't gear down quite enough. A little too forward. It's all right.
Okay.
We live with that.
Work on that spare game.
That's why I quit bowling, so I don't have to. It's just never been better than now, though.
Yeah. By the way, you guys might say, looks like a different bowling alley.
If you guys haven't noticed by now, we are 18 frames into this challenge. We're at HP Lanes, the home of TV Bowling Supply number 2. We got a banner over there on lane 34. We got a banner right here on the greatest pair on planet Earth, 21-22 here at HP Lanes.
And like I said before, nice little quick turnaround behind.
There we are.
Lanes 13 and 14, location number 2. Future video to come.
Alrighty, same spot. We're gonna be a little bit better than the last shot. That wasn't better. Wasn't better. I'm just not that guy anymore, but it's all right. Christopher striking.
You just need the tour bang.
The tour bang.
That's what you need.
All right, I gotta stretch for that
Get that
one.
baby ready.
Gotta really put some WD-40 on my elbow. Go get a couple of vitamins. Spare.
But like we said, combo that could be where that lane is just a little bit earlier.
Yep.
Low op idle pearl.
If Chris strikes out here, 260, we're already in, because I'm already at 206 before the 10 frames even bowled.
This is huge.
I'll go third in the 10th frame.
Okay. Oh, that's fast. I thought that was a little fast. I thought that was a little fast, but maybe not. Maybe not. Am I dialed right now or am I dialed?
Put this man on the tour.
Yeah, what time of year is it? Summertime? Cool. It's all right, getting ready to travel.
Woo!
Sometimes bowling is just not fair.
That was almost going to make me have to work in the 10th
bowling
frame,
was
as
just
in
not fair,
knock down a couple pins.
Yeah, that last one, I was like, ooh, a little quick, didn't love it. Strike, that one, I threw it, I was like, that's really good. Naturally. It's all right. Bang.
Scoreboard update.
Is this like a YouTube record for me?
It might be. In for at least 238, as long as he keeps it on the lane, stays behind the line.
6 pins to shoot 500? Oh boy, my goodness. I'm gonna go a little further left. I think maybe that one burnt up a little bit. I mean, that's further left, a little more rotation, and it's still going. Let's go, baby.
Chris had 503 points. That is over 100 over, and I am clinched for at least 401. So we're gonna throw the optimum idol.
Yeah,
Pearl.
you can get, what, 246, so you're at, you can get to 41. Can't get to 150 over. Never mind.
All right, here we go. Where's she at? Another ball your boy enjoys. 5 1/4, so same pin distance, but I think that's a 3 buffer instead of 3 1/4, so a gigantic 1/4 inch difference.
Hey, some say that's really big.
But we're gonna stay in the same spot, and we're gonna see if this is the 1-2 combo of the second half of 2024. Wow, it's terrible. Don't mind the shot, that's the operator right there. It's pretty bad.
It's also just a random guess at where you needed to stand. So make this spare and then watch this thing strike.
Just very disappointed in my performance today, but not everybody can be great all the time, I guess. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, I mean, if your bad is 430 for 2, it's not so bad.
Yeah. You know, I feel like that was my last tour season. My bad was 430, and after 2 games would be 50 behind the pace. All right, so we're gonna dial it in here a little bit. Be great for 1 shot. That's better. So I literally just stood in the same spot, tried to throw it halfway decent, and I got a little more curvature down the lane, but it's not too much of a deviation shape-wise from old Sublime Focus. So if you have
That's what I'm saying.
gotten this one, maybe your phase 2's getting a little old. Maybe you had an original idol getting a little old. Maybe you got the Summit Ascent a little cleaner than you wanted. You're gonna go both tournaments. Could be the one. I know I threw out a lot of specific variables, but we, as you can see, enjoyed this ball a lot. Sublime Focus. I don't know what else to say about the ball.
Come buy one.
Come buy one. TV Ball Display or your Storm VIP Pro Shop, the one that's closest to you. Don't go to any other one. And pre-order one today. Ball comes out September 20th.
20th, yes. Happy
September
anniversary
20th.
to my parents.
Hey,
September
happy
20th.
anniversary. But yeah, I think it's my cousin's birthday too that day.
Oh, nice.
Sublime Focus and Ion Max. And that's it. That's TV Ball Display.